mind who the first time we sat down with her, not to spoil like what we're doing now, but the first time we sat down with her, it took her about 15 minutes of like just talking with us, and she sort of leaned back and went, I think you guys are Steve boys. And I was like, what? He's like, I think you'd be really good at writing Steve. And we're like, Rogers? Like, we never in a million years would have ever considered that could be a thing. And like 3 years ago in New York Comic Con, she's just like, I don't know, I think you should do that someday. And then left it on the table, and we didn't do a book with her for another year and a half.
Well, that's a great segue because you are now writing Steve.
Yeah.
You've been working on Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty. Tell us a little bit about this story, what you can tell us.
Yeah.
And talk to us about what you're excited. It's Captain America.
Yeah. I mean, look, Steve Rogers is both of our favorite superhero, like straight up. He was Colin's
my very first comics I was ever getting through the mail. They were coming folded up and stuffed into my mailbox, just like you love a good comic.
And
folded with creases in it.
Oh, mwah, love it.
And and when we met, when we would couple into our friend's car, we would go and get Captain America books. Like, he's deep in our souls, this character. And I think especially now more than ever, it's really relevant that Steve find new stories, that they push this character forward beyond his rogues gallery, beyond the stories that have been told about this character, and try to build new characters, new continuity, new life to live. And so that's where Captain America Sentinel of Liberty comes in. While Sam Wilson is out there as Captain America, as the forward-facing Captain America in Symbol of Truth, Tochi Onyebuchi's book. Meanwhile...
Shout out to Tochi.
Yeah, shout out to Tochi, an absolute genius who we are so happy to be collaborating with. Quickly became our brother. Love this guy.
Our first collaborative meeting with him, we talked about maybe for like 3 or 4 minutes before we're like, oh, wait a minute, is that anime on your back?
Yeah, are we just going to talk about Evangelion for an hour? Oh, okay, all right.
We're best friends now.
I'm not going to lie, that's the first thing. We actually stopped in the middle of our first interview, and I was like, what is that on your back wall, Tochi?
Yep.
But,
he wears it on his sleeve.
So, Steve, in your book, as we have Sam out in the world, having this banner of Captain America, where is Steve?
Steve is back where he grew up. He's showing up to his apartment in Lower Manhattan that he grew up in as a young kid. Yeah. People might know the MCU Cap as having grown up in Brooklyn, but Marvel Universe Cap grew up in Lower Manhattan in a little tenement building, in a little apartment. In Lower Manhattan, most of those tenement buildings are still around. So he's moving back into the same apartment that he grew up in, around normal people, down the way from a young kid who needs some help with bullying, down the street from a community college where he can take digital art classes.
He has to learn Procreate. I mean, you can't, if you're going to be an artist, which is, his favorite thing to do, besides punching fascists, obviously.
Correct.
He's got to learn how to digital art. Photoshop's a real bear. And I think the core for us is, Steve knows that Sam is out there repping the flag. Sam is out there being Captain America. So for the first time in a long time, Steve can just explore what it means to be Steve. And yes, he has the suit, absolutely. The shield is incredibly important to him, but it was important to us, and Carmen Carnero, our incredible artist.
Born to draw Captain America. One of the greatest Captain America artists of all time. I don't know how we got so lucky to get stuck with her. She's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
Holy cow.
But just getting out of her way so that she can bring us that great Steve content.
Yeah.
And we just talked, Kang obviously is about cycles of trauma and kind of the damage that a father can do to a son. Cap's the exact opposite. Cap is obviously not, he is a dad, but he's the best of us. He's the ideal that we can strive for, and he inspires. And I think that's going to be really important as we move forward, is this is a story about hope.
Yeah.
We are optimists at our core. As much as the world is on fire, we have to believe that we can pull it up.
But the challenge to Steve's world is going to come in the form of a revelation about the true nature of his shield. And I know that that's a thing that gets teased a lot, what does the shield mean? But we are giving a definitive answer to not what the shield is, but what that symbol, those rings, that star, those colors, what that means. And it's not America. It's something much deeper, it's something much more ingrained, and it's something much more sort of personally connected to Steve than he could ever expect. And so as that starts to engage with him and Bucky Barnes, who's very much our co-lead in the book, we're going to really see these two men pushed to extremes, to opposites, and to a potential breaking point between two best friends, which, given who we are, feels like a very personal... Oh, I'm sorry. You're right.
Oh.
Given who we are, really means that the story ends up being very personal to us.
Yep. I love it. I'm so excited for everybody to get their hands on this book
So
and the
are we.
story, and I cannot wait to read it. I gotta ask though, I gotta say, we cannot ignore what is around us. We are here at San Diego Comic-Con. You know, you seem like to epically just
Nerdy.
yeah, I was looking for a better way to say it, but no.
Very, very nice of you, but yeah, we're big nerds.
So we are all nerds. What are you most looking forward to at San Diego Comic-Con?
Ooh. I honestly feel like I've already hit the thing that I'm really excited about here, which is being back among our people. This is our first con back. We've not had this experience. We've not been surrounded by the people we love and the things we love, walking through an aisle and just seeing that artist you worked with, or that great artist you love that you've never met, or this fan in an amazing piece of cosplay. Like, each experience at Comic-Con is an unexpected and very exciting way to re-engage with people who love the same stuff you do. And I'd kind of forgotten what that was like, because the only people most of us have seen for years have been in little Zoom windows.
And this guy.
Yeah, and this guy.
I am looking forward to 3:00 on Friday or on Saturday. Our Marvel spotlight on hot new talent. I feel like it's been, we did our first Ashcan. The first comics we'd ever done was at this convention 9 years ago.
Yep, wow. 9 years ago.
And to go from, a little celebrity book, 8 pages of a little celebrity book, to being on Marvel's,
being on the Next Big Thing panel, a panel that we have gone to as fans for like 15 years, is completely insane. So we're going to be on there with Chris Cantwell and Remvi, who are two of our close comics brothers. I can't wait to do it. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I love it. I am so excited that y'all had the opportunity to stop here on Marvel Live. Thank you, Jax. Colin.
Thank you so much.
Please make sure you are staying tuned and checking out more of the incredible interviews and stuff that is happening right here at the Marvel booth at marvel.com, and follow us on the interwebs on the socials at #MarvelSDCC. Thanks, y'all.